it's Susan with Staying in Stitches back for another episode of Floss Tube. This is Floss Tube number 14. Last week, or this past Sunday, I uploaded Floss Tube number 13, trying to get my channel back up and going. I have quite a bit of stuff to share with you, so let's jump right in. First of all, my one and only whip. I started this, I want to say Saturday or Sunday, and I got just a little bit going on it. Let me make sure I don't lose my thread. Okay. It's one of those printed cross-stitch kits. It's a Flamingo. It's big. I believe it's done on 11 count Aida. It's printed, which means you don't have to, you just use this chart over here and it's got the symbols already printed on the Aida, and you use the corresponding threads. But my little start is right in there. Did I do any more stitching other than there? Okay, and around the eye, it's kind of hard to see because it's so busy. But I started that, and because all my other whips, I finished. Well, not all my whips. I've got plenty of whips, as I'm sure we all do, that's not finished. But what I put my hands on, so to speak, besides this one, this has got a lot of flaws. And there's still some in the bag. Those are duplicates that I just sorted this out here, which took me a good little bit to do. I had to cut it and sort it. So maybe that'll get some more love this week. Maybe not. I don't know. So that's my whip. I'd wanted to start working back on the South Seas Mermaid, but I haven't got to that yet. I wanted to work on it some yesterday, but I wound up doing some housework. So that took precedence over that, but I'm looking at it right now, but hopefully I can get picked back up and started on that. Okay, for finishes. The other day, Monday I believe it was, and today's Friday by the way, but I'm going to get the video done. My dog's looking at me like, who are you talking to? I'm going to get the video done and upload it on Sunday, but here is Eastern Lighthouses. Like I said, I finished it on Monday. I think it was Monday. It has been washed, but it needs to be ironed or pressed. There's the seagulls and the lighthouses. And then the boats, the water. There's only one thing I did change about this. See around all these rocks at the bottom, it's outlined. It's outlined a little bit up here and all through here. They didn't have it back stitched right here, so I did back stitch where the water and the rocks met right there and stuff. But this is a 9 by 12 approximately. I haven't measured it off, but that's what the package says it is. I've already started looking at frames. I need to look and see if I've got one to that'll fit this, but I'm thinking I want at least one matte, maybe a blue or something to highlight that. Maybe not, I don't know yet, but I was looking last night online at frames and a matte option and stuff, and so maybe I can get that done soon. Okay, I mentioned in my last video, I've got my little bucket of stuff right here, basket of stuff, and I reach over and get it. That I didn't have it nearby because I made a working copy of the chart, but I hadn't got started on it. So I started and finished this in a couple of days. I'll show you the kit first. Well, it was a kit. It's a little kit I've had forever. It's called Sunflower, and it came with the little frame that's shown on here. It's in the package in the little mounting board. So I started it and finished it within a few days. And here it is. There is a tiny little stain up here from where there was a little hole in the top of the packaging. And just where I've had it for so long, it's a little dirt stain. It'll probably come out. I'm thinking I'm going to wash this. But the way you put it in the thing, you'll never see it. So there's little French knots at the that's on the word sunflower, but up in the corner, those are actually cross stitches, those yellow ones. I thought the white was French knots, but it's actually stitched in when I just glanced at the package. But so I'm real pleased with that, and I should be able to get this FFO'd this coming for by the next video. So that's one of the ones I plan on hopefully getting FFO'd. Okay, now, last week I showed you some projects that I'd hoped to have gotten fully finished, and if you follow me on Instagram, you've probably already seen this stuff, but I also, you know, like to make a video. So, let me get to this stuff. First off is this box. I FFO'd it. And I do apologize for the lighting. It seemed last week and this week, whenever I make the video, I need to remember to turn my notifications off too, but whenever I make the video, it seems like it's cloudy outside and wanting to rain. But anyhow, I'm just making do with what I got. Here is this FFO'd. I attached the charm, and then I done the ribbon, and then I attached this to this box. And it's just one of those little paper mache kind of cardboard boxes. I'm real happy with how it turned out. This had been a UFO for a very, very long time. And even someone, I believe it was on Instagram or Facebook, had commented and said that they had the actual kit, but they hadn't never stitched theirs yet. But I'm real happy with that. That's going to be sitting out in my living room. Okay, up next was another one I had showed you last week. It was this little pillow, and I talked about whether or not I was going to do the cording on top. I decided at this point in time I'm not going to. It's a cute little tuck pillow. I just noticed something. The hearts are going this way, and I got the pillow in upside down. So for now, we'll look at it this way, and here in a little bit, I'll take that out and refix it. But I'm trying to get the light to pick it up because that heart isn't, well, it is pretty dark. There we go. So I did get this finished. This is not glued or sewed in or anything, so all I got to do is just take it out, flip it around, and put it back in there. Because like I said, I just noticed that these hearts, the fabric is upside down for the way I got that in there. But I'm real happy with that. And if anyone's interested, it was by Heart in Hand. It's Red Heart. It was a kit that come with the actual tuck pillow. I had a person ask me who it was by. Okay. Let me set this stuff back to the side. I also, hair on me, showed you a project that I needed to FFO, or wanted to FFO. Like I said, I have a really bad time of finishing things, like fully done cross-stitching them, and then they go in the, I guess some people call them the drawer, box of shame, drawer of shame, whatever. Meaning you finish them up, but you put them away somewhere and never display them or finish them fully. So here's this one, if I can keep the glare off of it. It's wanting to glare the screen that I'm actually, so more or less I showed you last week the close-up of the actual stitch pieces. All this here is French knots and some lazy daisies there. So I finished it up and got it all framed, and like I was telling you last week, this is just a $4 cheapy frame, but for $4 it's nice and thick. I did look it up, it's called Rabbit, but it's not spelled like rabbit. I think that's what they call it, is the depth. I explained that last week, which was perfect. And this one actually was a little deep, and I had to put a piece of cardboard back in it so it wouldn't move around. But I'm real pleased with that. I already had this out in my bedroom and grabbed it up to bring it in here to show you guys. And last week I didn't have the name of this. It was a kit. So I located the thing so I could tell you the name of it. It's called Wishing Well, and it was a JCA ink. Up there's the information. And then that's who. This was like one of the very first ones. I mean, so this was a really, really old UFO. This was one of the very first things I believe I ever stitched on that was linen or higher count or anything like that. So I am happy to say I have that done. Okay. Now I want to show you some stuff or tell you things that I need to FFO. So maybe after such great progress, I showed you all 3 things I wanted to FFO from last week's video. It kind of kicked me in the rear and got me to get them done. And so maybe if I show you some this week, it'll do the same. We'll see. This here, I've got such bad glare because of everything. This here is a Mill Hill kit called Pineapple. I had picked this up at a cross-stitch shop in Florida. We had went to a couple places before we left out on our cruise several years ago. And I'd finished this last year. And all that needs to be done to it, I like to back my Mill Hill kits, these things. And so it's all trimmed out. It's all done. And stuff. But I need to back it. And I make little hangers out of not the beads. Well, I buy extra beads from Hobby Lobby that match close to it. It's got a nice little heavy duty bead there that came with the kit. And stuff. So I want to get that in, backed and hanging. My goal is to eventually get me one of those little tabletop trees. And like for summer, or for spring, summer, and then Halloween, fall, Christmas, and stuff like that, hang these little ornaments on it for each season. I think that'd be cute. Here's another one that I'm gearing up for Halloween. I'd like to get done. Another finished mill. These are going to be Mill Hill kits this time around. I'm going to try to get FFO'd. It's called, it's in the Autumn Harvest line. It's called Taboo Kitty. And it's all stitched, but this one's not cut out. And that little black star charm is so cute. So, this one's all stitched. It just needs to be cut out, backed, and the beaded hanger on it. And one more here. That's also Mill Hill kit and Halloween. And this one's in the Autumn Harvest collection, and it's called Boo. And here it is. Isn't that just so pretty? That spider is just adorable. So that's another one that needs to be cut out, backed, and beaded for a hanger. And it will be done. And I actually I can purchase wholesale. And I actually have some of these kits and stuff. I don't know about that one per se. I've got some stuff laying out here that I plan on getting loaded up to my Etsy shop. And I know of this one. I think I got 2 extra. And I think of this one, I'm not 100% certain. But I'll have to go through my inventory and see, because my Etsy shop has kind of languished for a good while. But I do plan on getting it back up and going. I started out primarily selling needle minders, but I do have the ability to purchase wholesale. And if I can get that back up and going, and I have, like, here's one of the kits that I'm gonna have put in there. It's just sitting right here. The stuff is. I just think that's so cute. I will maybe try to expand where I purchase wholesale from. I have a couple places I can and stuff, but I don't want to get too far into some places require minimum orders, and I don't want to get too far in advance until I get it back up and running. But I'll give you more information on that, more to come. Okay, so those are the ones that has been done for a good while, and I'd like to get FFO'd, and hopefully those will be able to show you next week. Here's something I wanted to share with you guys. It's this here, and while it is kind of quilt related, it's also kind of stitch related. This is a Betty Alderman, a Red Work Christmas, and you stitch this little sunbonnet Sue's, and she's holding various Christmas things, like one she's singing, one she's holding a candy cane, she's holding a wreath, a stocking, and then you also stitch this border, and here's the red floss. And I purchased this off eBay a really long time ago, and I guess it'd be something, since it is kind of, it's not cross stitching, but it is embroidery stitching. And maybe you guys would like to see when I get started on it in the progress. Like I said, I bought this off eBay a long time ago, and it's been sitting here, and I've been staring at it. And the lady I bought it from, I'm assuming it's a lady, she already had these squares all cut out. And she had the designs, or at least the Sunbonnet Sue designs, already traced on the squares. And I'll just show you a few of them, like that cute little bow. And see, she traced them in red, and then I stitched them in the red embroidery thread. Here's another one, like the tree. She's got a little Sunbonnet Sue doll in her hand. Here's one where she's shaking a bell. So I'm thinking I may start this sometime this coming week, stitching on those. It's called a stem stitch. It's an embroidery stitch, of course. And I just thought maybe you guys would be interested in seeing that. I have gave some thought about starting up a quilt channel, and I did give it some thought, as I just said, and I may share my finishes. Like, I've been working on binding a ginormous quilt. I may show you like finishes, but not so much as, you know, maybe what I'm doing, not unless there becomes interest in that. But I believe I'd rather just maybe start up a whole separate channel for quilting so I could share that, but I don't know when I may get that started. Let me get my feet back in real good with this one, and we'll go from there. Up next, okay, I want to share this with you guys too. Okay, I'd started this a long time ago. Come across it, and it needs to be clean. That's the chart. And I didn't make me a working copy at the time of the chart, and we just got a really pretty nice Xerox printer in, and it does color very nicely. So I'm going to make me a working copy of the chart so I can mark off what I've already stitched. But it's a Butterick Bunnies in the Garden, and I like to have that done for this Easter. So in case anyone's interested. But see if it'll pick it up. There's a lot of back stitching. See that, what looks like a trellis fence behind the bunnies? That's in the background there, and that is back stitching. Trying to get it to pick it. There we go. But those bunnies are just so adorable, and the tulips and the flowers and all the spring. And this is what I've got started on it. And like I said, I'm going to have to clean it first. It is pretty dirty. I'd found it where I just kind of, it's got a little stain there, but I'm pretty sure I can take care of that. But I got the one bunny started quite a bit, and that's all I've got done on him, or her, or the bunny, the rabbit. So all my floss is right here. But I'm going to get that cleaned up, and I don't know when exactly I will start back stitching on it, but I'd like to at least work on it. And ever since I started making my floss tube video but I do tend to be an almost monogamous stitcher, as I was saying last week, because I'd finished the Eastern Lighthouses, and then I started the sunflowers and finished it. And while I thought about stitching on South Seas Mermaid, it's just the thought of getting that sunflowers done. I just like the finishes. Okay, now on to some haul. This is a Shepherd's Bush Winter Moon. Because I've got the lights on and this behind me, because there isn't that much sunlight, the glare, we'll see what we can work with. Come on. Okay, maybe that'd be better. Yeah, that's a little better. But it is a full complete kit. And I believe it does have some silks in it. It does, and regular floss. They come with the fabric and the little bead and button packet. Oh, it's got a cute little silver moon. The little heart and star and all the beads and stuff. There's no telling when I'll get to starting any of this stuff. I've got so much stash, it's not even funny. I'll deal with putting that back in later. And here is a Mill Hill Treasured Holiday Sampler Kit in Blue Twilight. And it's a kit. Yeah, and it even comes with the fabric. It's under there. I showed you the Erica Michaels Summer Fun last week. And I started to serge around the I really wanted to get that started too. I started to serge around the fabric, and my serger thread had got caught back where the spool is, and so I need to rethread it, and I'm not familiar with it enough, so I'm trying to find my booklet to see how to rethread it. Here is a kit I'd picked up from Hobby Lobby for $10, and it's just titled Owl. And it's by Lennart. I think that's so cute. I'm not a huge like stitching those kind of animal things, but I did like that kit. It was regularly what, $40, $39.99, got it for $10. Here's a Jan Lynn Summer Garden Flag. I got this off eBay. I'm trying, y'all, with the glare. I'm not going to take all these out of the packages. That garden flag says summer, and then just those sunflowers or Gerber daisies, something. I really like that. And here's another one I got off eBay. It's a Busilla Sampler. I think this is kind of an older one, and I may or may not already have this in my stash, but when I saw it, I went ahead and got it just in case I didn't. But it says, with needle in hand, I stitch with pleasure, a sampler of my sewing treasures. That's what it says right there. Of course, it's got a quilt in it, and all kinds of this old sewing machine, and all the stuff you need for sewing. Okay, here's another one I'd gotten from Hobby Lobby. It had been $59.99, and I got it for $15. It's a Thea Governor. It's called Dahlia, and you can turn it into a pillow or frame it. And and I will more than likely frame it. I haven't, other than small pillows, I've never really made a big pillow. I don't know, it's just something about all that stitching work. I just want to frame them. I'm trying to get that. There we go. It's a little better, and it's a kit. Look at those yummy, yummy colors. Okay, and just real quick, picked up some 28 count white Ada even weave. And I also picked up some 25 Dublin linen. This one here I kind of pulled it down because I opened it and then I put another cover over it. This here is a kit. And I think this would be kind of neat to have all these little individual squares that these things are in. Mainly flowers and butterfly and stuff. Will be like a little finish. I don't know why, but the picture is just really tiny and there's all the threads and stuff. And that looks to be about it. Yep, that I was going to share with you guys. I hope everyone is doing well. I just kind of jumped right in and got started with everything on this video. But I hope everyone is doing good. And if you like, please feel free to comment, like, and please subscribe. Eventually when I hit a certain amount of subscribers, I'm probably going to do a giveaway. I don't know what. I did order some needle minders. I saw on Instagram another stitcher had a retro vintage looking cat, Halloween cat. And I did find them on Etsy. And when those come in, I'll share those with you on my next video, hopefully. Trying to think what else. I think that's about it. So, like I said, today's Friday, but this won't go up till Sunday. I'm going to try, like I had mentioned last time, I was going to try to maybe pick a certain day to make sure my videos are uploaded on. And this past Sunday, I decided upon Sunday if I can try to do it every Sunday. So, Sunday it is. So, hopefully look for another video from me the following Sunday. Because I'll upload this Sunday, but then the next Sunday for any new content. Now I'm just rambling on, so I'm going to get off here. And like I said, I hope everyone's doing well and has had a good week. And we'll have a good week next week. Take care, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye.